were you terrified of talking on camera, Jackass, the first season?
No.
Yeah, you had it. He had it by then.
You had it by then?
Yeah. No, I like by the time I filmed the self-defense equipment bit,
You're pretty
I was
comfortable.
totally comfortable. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
But when you're like, so you get the job writing for Big Brother.
I will say, I'll come back to this.
Sure.
With my friends,
What's good, everybody?
Yeah.
I would still get nervous walking
Right.
on a Hollywood movie
Welcome
set,
back to another
thinking
Depression
I'm going to get fired at any second. Like the
Today,
reviews.
we're gonna be trying to play
I thought you
Elden
were
Ring
gonna
and
say,
watch my
like the
computer
Ringer.
stream.
No, hey, I like the ringer. I like the ringer.
Theater.
Listen to a
So
podcast show.
I was just gonna say, like, because I never really thought of it this way, but when you're writing for Big Brother, in your head, are you still like, I'm just gonna do this while I try to become a serious actor? Like the whole time, this was like kind of
For sure.
just like a day job while you're still pursuing being an
I
actor.
was trying to pursue both. Whatever clicked first, that's what I wanted.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and
Get everything set up.
so you've got some television commercials going. You're writing for mags, but you really like, as I understand it, my version of your story is that you just kind of felt like, okay, man, I'm gonna, now it's time to really make something happen. I'm gonna put myself on the map, and that was kind of what the self-defense equipment was. It was like a big thing to just get the attention, get the ball going. Oh man, we're about to hear how Johnny Knoxville's rise to stardom truly began.
It's gonna be
And
bad.
I bet you've never seen him or me with any facial hair, because we always like to keep a nice clean shave. And if you're looking for a nice clean shave for a very reasonable price, boy do I have an exciting deal for you, because I swear by these products from Harry's. I've been using them for years now. It's just good quality, the best quality you can get. No gimmicks, nothing but just a killer razor. And for first-time customers of Harry's, if you're going to take advantage of this opportunity, you get this starter kit. It comes with a 5-blade razor, a weighted ergonomic handle, foaming shave gel, and a cool travel case to protect your blades when you're on the road. And man, I love it, dear. I always have a good clean shave, and I love my Harry's. If you go to harrys.com/Stevo, you get this starter kit, which is a $13 value, but you're only gonna pay $3. Telling you, you can't beat it. I love it. So go to harrys.com, that's HARRYS.com/Stevo to pounce on this deal, because you're gonna love it. Now, let's hear about Johnny Knoxville's big break. And so you've got this idea that you're going to do a product review of self-defense equipment with the red pepper spray point blank in the eyes, the stun gun, the taser gun, and what the world didn't know about was the Smith & Wesson 38 caliber handgun. The plan was you're going to shoot yourself with a bulletproof vest on. And then people don't know that because MTV wouldn't show that part. But that's really the pivotal moment where everything, like, that's like the thing.
Yeah, that's what clicked for me. And I felt like also when I got to Big Brother, I felt like it was a special group of guys. But the self-defense equipment was the first time in my life where I felt like I had momentum.
Yeah. Did you were you introduced to Big Brother in a professional capacity before the self-defense equipment?
I met Jeff on a video that Spike was directing for a band for Wax, right?
Okay.
And I only remember this because it was the day of the Oklahoma City bombing. We were all on the set and we heard that and we're like, oh, Jesus. So that stuck in my head that's the first day I met Jeff. And I think a year or so goes by and I went down to World Industries to meet with them because I was writing mags by that point. But it was a skateboarding magazine and I didn't have any idea what to write for a skateboarding magazine because I didn't skate. So it wasn't until I had the self-defense equipment idea that I was like, oh, maybe that's something they might like.
Right. Oh man. And then I remember seeing you in Big Brother magazine with the self-defense, and then in the bull ring, like you were doing stuff with bulls just for the pages of Big Brother.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of ideas, but I was disappointed in myself that day.
Yeah, I
because I
can
went up
see
to Gary
that.
LeFew's ranch in Napomo, California, and I got on a so-so bull. Right? He had other bulls, but I got on a so-so bull, and I felt like a real failure. Right? And after that, because he said he had a bull up there named Mr. Mean that, like, even the cowboys hated to ride. And so that stuck in my head, and when we decided to do the show, I'm like, I have to get my self-respect back and get on Mr. Mean.
Only you think of it that way. Can you tell us about my favorite thing you ever wrote for Big Brother magazine, which was where you had you were posing as an agent, prank calling professional skateboarders.
Oh, right. And getting them to do, like, silly
Right.
Campbell soup commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was calling like the biggest names in skateboarding, saying, "I'm an agent, and I've got I've got something I think you'd be perfect for." And it was just like the worst look of, pitching them like, and would you be comfortable with your shirt off? Like, these pro skaters say, "Oh yeah, totally, man." Like he was saying, "How do you look with your shirt off?" Like, yeah, man, I'm pretty ripped. Dude, that was the funniest thing ever, man. And you said that back in the day that they're, with the partying, I'm pretty amazed that you seem to have just put it down. Like all of the with the crazy pills and the whiskey and.
Yeah, no, I still have drinks now and again, but the pills I put down, and.
Did you have to do anything to put them down? Was it just like...
Probably when you have kids, you probably want to tone it down a bit, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, with Madison, like, it kind of...
It was the opposite.
I wouldn't...
He wasn't ready yet.
I wasn't ready yet. And, like, I wouldn't... Because I would see my father drunk, and I didn't want her to see me drunk. So I try not to do that at home.
Yeah.
Right? But I go out and just get smashed. So I was, there were points in my life where I was partying way too much.
Yeah.
Did it just kind of phase out, or was there a moment where you're like, I gotta make a change?
I think after number 2, and I got together with Naomi and it started calming down then.
Yeah, I would notice that because on number 2, and you've said this plenty, that we were all on our absolute worst.
Oh my
behavior.
God!
And everything that we did just worked so, like everything we did on camera, just worked so well in that movie. It was like, God, and yeah, your free time was all just about behaving badly, partying, and then 4 years later, Jackass 3D. Like, it just seemed like you had done an about face. You were a totally different guy. There was no bad behavior. There was no partying. You were just singularly focused on pouring all of your time and energy into trick nut shots. You traded like one addiction for another.
Totally. Yeah. I think that's fair. I would get obsessed with shooting, and also I think maybe it's a fair thing to put out there that I may have been addicted to doing the larger stunts, the stunts that really could take me out. I think I got really obsessed in that too, which I'm still coming out of.
Right.
Right? Because I know I can never get in with another bull again, but I physically miss it, if that makes sense.
I get it. We just did the press junket for Jackass Forever, and it seemed like we did hundreds of interviews, and it seemed also that a lot of the questions from the interviewers were like, "So this is it, the swan song, it's over."
Yeah.
And I said, well, actually, after each and every one of the first 3 Jackass movies, Knoxville declared on the record that it was over, and this 4th movie is actually the first time he hasn't declared that.
I keep saying, like, we might not, but there's no
Right.
like definitive answer, but I think these reporters have to come in with some angle, right?
Right.
So it's whatever. I understand.
I think what they're interpreting